Welcome back to part two of this lesson on Blur's There's No Other Way from their Leisure album. In this section we're going to cover the verse, the chorus, and the outro. So let's get started. Okay, so once you've gotten through the main riff, you're going to be playing the verse. He plays the verse twice as a kind of an intro, and then the verse chorus, that is, and then he plays it 4 times under the singing. It goes. All right. So what's happening there is we're making this kind of D shape, right? It's actually an E chord because of the capo, and you're moving from to a C, and you do the hammer on. Make what would be a B chord, it's kind of A shape. Just making it with your finger here and starting on the D string, and you're going to play and slide up to the 7th fret. And then you come over and make a B chord here. Just, it's just a B major chord. So. And then come back down to the C. So the whole thing is unfortunately he plays kind of fast, so just have to work on it to get. That's the speed that he's playing in the song. But what you'll find is that it kind of forms a nice little cycle on there. And once you got it down, you can get it pretty smooth. All right, so that's the verse chords. Okay, so the chorus is relatively easy. You're going to play this D shape, which is actually an E chord because of the capo, and the chorus is. And so you're going to start off with this. You're going to move to a partial, remember this is the 5th fret, so this is a partial D chord. So if a normal D chord would be like this, or like this, all you're doing is barring the G and the B and the E string at the 5th fret, and then you're getting this D string and the G string at the 7th fret, and you get. Okay. Then he comes down and he plays. These chords are, this is a G chord, it's the same as this, and an A chord, but he's not playing again, he's not playing the E string, and he's not playing the A string. So you could just make, this. He's playing it like this. If he strays and hits one of these strings, he's at least got, Once you get back to that D shape here, he just hits it once, and you play this riff, which you're right in a position to do. Here you are on the D chord, or the D shape, it's actually an E chord. This finger here is on the G string at the 4th fret. You're going to reach up with either your pinky or your ring finger, and you're going to grab this G string at the 7th fret and play, pick it off and play this, or comfortable with. And then, so you're putting your middle finger down on the G string on the D string at the 5th fret and playing up. And then back to this D string and play, and you slide the whole thing up 2 frets. And then you hammer on with this middle finger, and that's it. So it's you're back into. And the only thing he does differently is that first time that he plays the chorus, just plays it once through just like that. Second time he plays it twice through, so when he gets to the D, instead of playing, he just strums the D. Or it's an E actually. And then he plays the whole thing again through again. And then the final time that he plays it, he actually does it 4 times through. That's right before the outro of the song. So you do it exactly the same way. You get to that, this D shape, and you're just strumming it. And then back to. And only on the last time do you do. And then the only thing left is the outro, which we'll cover next. Okay, so the final piece is the outro. Basically, you've come, you're going to play, it's the only time really that he's focused on the top 3 strings. And it's just this little figure that's just like that. So you've just come out of the chorus. You've actually repeated this chorus 4 times, and you've done a little riff. So, and you move to this. So, what you're doing is this is it's an E chord. You're at the 7th fret. You're going to make kind of an E minor chord first. So, G string is at the 9th fret, B string is at the 8th fret, E string is at the 7th fret, like that, right? And that sounds like. And then you're going to use your pinky to hammer on that B string to get into the major chord. Alright, so, and the hammering is just. And then you keep the major form, meaning, just like this, and move down 2 frets, and that's a D chord. So, then you come back to the 7th fret and play a B chord. It's just a B major chord. And then back to the D chord. And you just repeat that 4 times. Actually, the 4th time, you just play. So. That's it. So I hope you had fun with this, and great song to play. Great song to play in a band, so good luck with it, and take care.